Someone's feeling a little nostalgic. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Stick around to find out. Yes, guys, I'm back. I'm back with another musical message, and I'm probably going to keep this one a bit quick because I've not been feeling great the last few days, and I've been feeling very wiped out. So my energy levels are a little low, so I'm going to listen to my body and slow down a bit. So yeah, this one's probably going to be a quick one, but it's another one that popped on the radio the other week that I added to my list of songs that might have some messages. So I thought I'd go with that one for today. So today's musical message is More Than a Feeling by Boston. So there could be a few messages in with that one maybe. But I mean, for some, Boston could mean something to some people. Um, the name Marianne's mentioned in the song as well, so Marianne could be relevant to someone. But I think the message for some of you is that you're working through or processing um, some emotions or trauma or reliving something from the past, and you working through music. You're using music to work through stuff. And I know a few people do that. I know I've done it in the past. I use music a lot when I'm trying to work through shit that I've got going on. So yeah, I think some of you have been using music to help you work through any issues that you've got going on at the moment. But for some, I think it could be that either you're going to or you've recently heard a song and it's triggered um, like a memory from the past about someone in particular. So it could be like an ex partner or something like that, or a childhood sweetheart, or something along those sorts of lines. And it's sort of stirred up um, perhaps some old feelings or some old past hurt that you thought that you'd worked through or conquered. But this song's brought those sort of feelings and emotions and pain back to the surface. And that's okay. Some people think that it's like, oh, I haven't got over this, or oh, I don't want to think about this. And a lot of the time, when stuff from the past is brought back up, it's brought back up for a reason. And it's because you've got some healing that you need to do. So don't be afraid to feel the feelings. Sometimes you've got to feel to heal. There we go. There's your words of wisdom for today. You've got to feel the feels in order to heal. So yeah, allow yourself to go through the motions, ride the waves. Um, if you still know this person, maybe you could try talking to them and work through stuff that way, or even journal or write a letter or something like that. But something's obviously been brought to the surface for a reason, and it's because either there's a lesson in there that you still need to learn, or there's some trauma that you still need to work through. Is there anything else in with that one? It could be that there's someone new that reminds you from someone from the past as well, maybe for some of you. So that could have triggered you and dug up some past hurt and feelings as well. But like I said, like before with the other one, you know, if this stuff comes up for a reason, then it's best to deal with it. Otherwise, you're just going to end up having like repeated cycles of being triggered, and well, it's not healthy in the long run. And if you don't work through your trauma from the past, then it's just going to end up affecting good things that could happen for you in the future, especially when it comes to like work and relationships and friendships and things like that. So yeah, don't be afraid to work through your shit. Doesn't make you weak if you've got stuff that you need to work on. If anything, it's a sign of strength that you're willing to, well, take accountability for yourself and acknowledging that you want to, well, work towards being the best version of yourself, really. Is there anything else in with that one? But yeah, I think music seems to be important for a lot of you at the moment. And you're right, you're either working through things with music or taking a trip down memory lane. I think that might be it for that one. I did get another 2 decks out because I wasn't sure what one to use. But I thought I'd go with the Soul's Journey lesson cards, and then I've also got the Mystic Red Rose Oracle out as well, in case there is a bit of lovey-dovey stuff in there. But we'll go with the Soul's Journey first and see if anything wants to come out with that. And then we'll move on to, oh, not quite. Oh, that one wants to come out, so we'll go with that one. So the Soul's Journey that came out is Freedom. Where does that fit in? It says, I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So yeah, perhaps some of you are working through some shit that you've got that you need to work through, either some past traumas or hurt, or pain. So you are using the power of music to work through stuff. And people might think that's a bit silly, but music speaks to those who are willing to listen, and not just to the music or to the lyrics, but to the way that it makes you feel and the way that it speaks to your soul. I know that sometimes when I'm working through some stuff, I'll put on music, or if I'm feeling a bit pissy or agitated, I'll put on some of the old shouty music, as I like to call it, like the stuff that makes you want to go, ah, yeah, that kind of stuff. Or if I want to feel uplifted, I'll put up some uplifting music. So yeah, try putting some music on. If you're not listening to any music for a while, maybe take a trip down memory lane and listen to some of the old music that you used to like listening to years back, and see what comes up, how it makes you feel, and then see like if there's anything that you need to work through. But yeah, it sounds like for some of you the only way that you're going to get the freedom and the peace of mind is to work through whatever stuff that you need to work through. So yeah, we'll hold on to that one, and then we'll pick a Mystic Red Rose as well, in case it is up. That one's poking out. So the one that came out is Old School, and it's outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So yeah, someone's definitely reminiscing or feeling a bit nostalgic. And then I mean, you've got like the good old broken cassette in the image. So perhaps someone's feeling like a broken tape or a broken record, or I feel like something needs fixing. So if you think about like in the good old cassette recorder days where the cassette tapes used to bust and you'd end up having to put a bit of sellotape on them or sticking the old pen in there to wind the tape back up again and that. I'm not saying you need to stick a pen in you to wind yourself back up again. But yeah, it sounds like something needs fixing. Not that you're broken. I'm not saying that anyone's broken, but something definitely needs fixing in order to help you, well, to move forward or to free your mind and help restore the balance and bring yourself some sort of inner peace, maybe. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being old school either. Sometimes the old school ways are the best. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave that with that, because I do think I need to go and have another nap, which is not good for me, but I'm starting to get that fatigue crash feeling coming. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave it with that, guys. But I hope that helps. And yeah, music can be a great healer sometimes. So try it out, even if it's just putting some music on and having a good old boogie, or putting some music on and having a stomp around and a good old shout, do a bit of moshing or something. But yeah, music is a good healer and it's good for the soul. So see where it takes you, and I hope that helps. Obviously, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If none of that makes any sense, then unfortunately, this one isn't for you. We've got some sirens in the background. So yeah, not that something's an emergency, but I think that's like a call to attention. So some of you need to pay attention to this message, or to whatever music calls to you or sticks out to you or triggers you. So yeah, I hope that helps, and good luck.